Hey guys, Tiffany here, your Create Success coach. I'm popping in today to give you a little bit of training, some insight as to tracking. Why, who, what, where, when? Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to track? Because, it can feel a little bit overwhelming, confusing, and isn't really helping you, right? So, what I want to know as you guys pop on, say hello, let me know that you're here. And then pop below on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel right now about your current tracking system to help you track potential customers and customers? So, like 1 being, man, I am not tracking at all. I don't even know what to track, who to track, how to track, right? And 10 being like, tracking, I'm a ninja tracker. Like, I got this. Like, I keep track of all the things and I never miss a sale. So, like, where do you fall in that? And be honest, it's okay if it's a 1 or a 2. Identifying kind of where you're at is that first step, right, of seeing how we can help you create a better tracking system so that you never lose a customer again. You never miss those conversations, right? Because tracking can be hard, but tracking is what will get you results, because follow-up is needed, right? Follow-up is the jam. Follow-up is where you are going to get the results. And so after we talk about that, we're going to talk about a little ninja hack that is going to help you in a way to organize your messenger just a little bit, to know who these people are and where they're at in your funnel, right? Where they're at in your process, where they're at in your tracks that you run on to get them from point A of connecting to ordering or hosting or joining, right? Awesome. Josephine is a 10 because she's using my tracking system. I love it. And we'll talk about my tracking system here too, you guys, okay? Good morning, Christine. She is a 4-ish. Just a 4-ish. I love the ish in there, girl. So fun. So, all right. So what do we track, right? What is it that we need to track in order to know who to follow up with when, right? So what I find is that most direct sellers are going to track after someone places an order, right? After you get the sale, then it's like, oh, put her on my tracker. I got to follow up after she orders, after her items come, right? But that is great to track. But actually, you guys, that piece can be totally automated, okay? Like, I automate the follow-up after an order because I need to save time, right? And I need to focus on finding new people and getting them to order. So I'm not gonna waste all my time in my day on following up with people that have already ordered. I'm gonna still follow up with them through my automated system of follow-up, which I use Project Broadcast for. Who uses Project Broadcast? Let me know. Just say yes to Project Broadcast or no to Project Broadcast to let me know. But it's been a game changer in my business. But we're not going to really talk about Project Broadcast on this call because that's like a whole nother conversation. But if you want information on Project Broadcast, let me know. I can get you that. But it's the pre-order that is even more important to track, because we need to know where they're at in your funnel and when to follow up with them next, to get them to that next step, right? So some of the things that I track, I obviously saw on my tracker, I have their name, I have what group or where they're, where I'm connecting with them. If they are referred from somebody or a hostess, I'm going to have that. And then now these next steps may be different for everyone depending on, again, what are your tracks that you run on, right? What are your connection points? What do you want to get from your potential customer, right? So I want to connect with them in Messenger, so that kind of initial welcome message. And then my next step is to get them to fill out a form. I have a form so that I can gather some information so that I can best serve them, right? So I can best help them with what it is that I have to offer. I don't just want to send them a link and hope that they order and that they find the right things. I want to help them find what is best for them. So they're going to fill out my form. Then I'm going to give some recommendations, right? And then I'm going to probably need to follow up within there to get them to fill out the form. And then after I send them recommendations, then I'm probably going to have to follow up again, right? To get them to order. So I usually have a column for follow up on, after I sent the recommendations. And then when they order. So I do track the date that they order, what they ordered, and beyond. But that pre-order is what is most important. So figuring out what are the steps that you need to have them do, what's the information that you need to have in order to get them to say yes to ordering. Does that make sense, you guys? So for me, how I track, now here, let me go back. There's multiple ways of tracking, right? And I want you to find what works best for you. What works for me may or may not work for you, and it's okay. I know my system works. I've been using it for a few years. I've trained people on it. My team uses it. So I know it works, but some people's minds maybe might think a little bit differently, and they might find a better system that works for them, such as maybe paper pencil. I used paper pencil in my first 2 years in my business, and it kind of worked, but there were many challenges to it, and especially as your business grows. How many of you have paper pencil tracker, and how many pieces of paper or notebooks or things just laying around and you're like, it's all over the place, right? And it's like you don't know who to follow up with, when, where, and like to find a name to continue on that tracker. Like it's a little bit overwhelming, right? But it is an option, okay? It is an option. Trello is an option as well. It's an app that you can get on your phone or on your desktop. There's some really good organization. It's an electronic type of tracking, so it's a little bit cleaner. You can move things around to put them in kind of a funnel system. So that's an option too. But for me there again were some limitations to that. So eventually what I moved to was Google Sheets. And you guys, when I moved to it, I had no idea how to do it. Okay? Google Sheets, Google Docs, it was all new to me, but I knew I needed a better way. Okay? I knew I needed something that had better duplication for my team. I knew I needed something that had better organization, and I knew I needed something that held everything in one place that I could filter and find with the click of a button or two who it was that I was looking for, to know who to follow up with when and where everybody was at in my funnel. So I, learned it through trial and error, and I created a Google Sheet system that works for me, that works for my team, that works for many of my clients. And I'm going to share that with you guys and how you can grab that Google Sheets trainer and some training to go along with it, okay? But pop below, let us know, what do you currently use for your tracking system? Where are you at? And is it working for you, right? Do you feel very confident that that tracking system is working for you, okay? So why do we even track? Because many of you may not be tracking, right? So you're like, Tiffany, why would I even invest my time and energy into tracking, right? Well, if we don't track, how do we know who to follow up with and when? Right? How do we know where they're at in the funnel? Yes, you can go to your messenger and you can read back your messages from them, but you're wasting time. Don't we want to work smarter, not harder, right? How many of you have limited time to work this business, right? If you have limited time to work this business, you need to figure out ways to work smarter and harder and not harder, right? So having this system so that you don't have to reread the same messages to figure out where they're at will allow you to save time, so you know exactly, here's my little puppy dog, he wants to say hello. So you know exactly what you need to do today, who you need to follow up with, and where you're at in the funnel, right? So who do you put on your tracker? Who do you put on your tracker? You put everyone on your tracker, right? You probably heard, make your list, right? Make a list. That list is really my tracker, right? It's your Facebook friends. It's those you connect with in events. It's those you connect with in parties. Those that are in your VIP group. Everyone is on there. And guess what? Everyone goes through the same funnel, right? Everyone has the same checkpoints that I need to funnel them through to get them to say yes. And so having those checkpoints right at the top of my Google tracker, I know exactly where they're at in my funnel because it's set up in a way of just taking them step by step right through there, okay? So yes, Christine, I have my tracker here for you guys, and I'm super excited to finally bring this to you. I'll be sharing it with you very, very, very soon. Okay, hopeful for today. There's one more thing that I need to make an edit on, and then it is yours. So my tracker will be coming with a 20-minute training video where I show you via the screen of my desktop, how to edit it, to fine tune it, to make it work for you, how to filter the columns, and how exactly to use it so you never lose a customer again. Okay. So if you want information on that, just write down, I need your tracker. And when I have that for you, I will bring that, I'll reply to your comment and I'll bring that to you, okay? So I want to end here with a little tip for you on your messenger. So some of you have maybe heard me talk about this in some of my other trainings, if you're a woman of transformation, or if you're in my Be the Reason, where we really dive in on, how we can help you work your business with tools and systems and tracking and all of that stuff. So a lot of my members already have that stuff, but to share it here for you guys, I want to give you this, is in your messenger, I use emojis and create a nickname, kind of rename you with different emojis. I'll show you. I actually have my emoji system written right here on a little sticky. So I have different emojis that mean different things, meaning where they're at in my funnel. Okay. Have I give them my form? Have I asked them to fill it out? Have I given them recommendations? Have I followed up with the recommendations? Have they ordered, and so forth, right? And so I have different emojis that mean different things where they're at in my funnel. So I know, even without checking my tracker, I know right on my messenger where they're at as well. So you can create your own emoji system to make yourself aware. And pretty much most of you in here will also have a little smiley next to your name in my messenger, because that indicates to me that you are a vendor, right? That you are in direct sales. So that's another emoji that I use. So I have different emojis for different things in my messenger, so I can easily track just by knowing when conversations pop up in my messenger, right? Love it. Who uses that? Let me know if you use and create nicknames in your messenger to help you in that sense. If not, check it out. It's pretty awesome. So thank you guys for being here. I hope this brought you some value. That one, you need to be tracking. You need to find a system for you. And I have my Google tracker sheet for you. I will get that to you. You just need to say below, I need your tracker. I've been using my tracker for many years. My team uses it, my clients use it, and when you use a tracker right, and when you use it, here's the word, consistently, then you will get results and it will work for you. But consistency is the key, right? Thank you, Natalie. She loves the tracker. Thank you for that validation. Everything will work, but you have to be consistent with it. Your business will work, but you have to be consistent with it, right? And that's where a lot of people drop the ball, is just not having that consistency in their business, let alone tracking itself. So, all right, you guys, I hope my tracker's coming soon. So if you need it, just let me know and I will get that out as soon as I can, and we'll see you later. Bye.